Hi guys, PrestoneMage here, recording another draft video. This one's Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. That was kind of a mouthful. But I'm playing this one instead of the competitive league because we're guaranteed to play 3 rounds with this. Yeah. I also want to recognize my LGS, or local game store. It's Kingslayer Games. They're actually located in Fountain Valley, California. They have pretty friendly staff. Of course, they buy and sell cards and other stuff. And yeah, they just offer level player support in their store and other events like GPs and such. Alright, so let's dive into this. Alright, we got Jade Light Ranger as the rare. Good Merfolk card, good value card, a 3-drop. We might take that. Just looking over the pack, there's, 3 really good uncommons. Crashing Tide, another good card. Just kind of overall looks like a pretty good pack. We might just take this because it's only a single color, and it's just, again, even if we're not in Merfolk, green something, it's just really powerful. This is a gold card. These are gold cards or whatever. It kind of commits you into 2 colors quickly, but it's a tribal set, so it's not the worst. So yeah, I'll just go with the rare for this pick. Alright, so rare missing from this pack, but no, nothing too insane in our color, green. There's this card right here. I haven't played with it personally, but I don't know. I've seen it, be used to used for some value or whatever. So that's a pick. There's also just a good 2-drop here. There's a removal spell, which is pretty good. Those are really valuable types of cards, like kind of 2-drops and removal spells. I've heard that green-black is kind of a trap. So if I want to play this, I'd probably rather play in like a green-white or green something. But again, this doesn't really commit us into anything. Maybe I should take this scoundrel. Yeah, let's just take the scoundrel for now. You never know. Alright, Golden Demise, an off-color card. Doesn't go with any of our picks, but it's very powerful. There's a Crashing Tide, which would actually go very good in our deck. We have a Merfolk, we have a blue card. So yeah, it's really early in the draft, so there's justification for kind of taking either of these. Generally, when a pick is close, it's usually a tendency for me or others to take the card that's on color with some of your other picks. So again, this is close. This may be the correct pick. And the fact that it's coming here, I don't know if it's a signal, but I think I'm just going to play it safe. There's also a Bombard, Evolving Wilds. Those are high picks. And just take the Crashing Tide for now. Again, just because it kind of supports some of the colors, some of the cards that we've already taken. Okay, so cool. There's some green stuff. A dual land for us in our color combination. A decent 6-drop. A good 3-drop that we could play. It could be really good at our deck. I guess it helps with the send. But we already have 2 3-mana cards. There's a 2-drop. I haven't heard that good of stuff about it. I think I'm probably gonna Take that. It's either that or this. This is like a really good card, and it doesn't. You don't really need to be in Merfolk to make this thing work. think I'm just gonna take the 2-drop. It's a hard pick. I want to take the Jungleborn Pioneer, but I think this is just the better card. Just generally. So we'll see. I don't know. They're both good cards, and they're both on par with each other. Similar. They have similar power levels, but I kind of just want to take a 2-drop there instead of a 3-drop. Here's a 2-drop again. It is Merfolk. It is a 1/3. I kind of like that body size, to be honest, but a lot of people don't. And there is some value to it just being a Merfolk. You can pick up counters from certain cards or whatever. So I think we'll just kind of stay on Tribe there. There's also a Baffling End. There's a Martyr of Dusk, which are really good. Baffling End is just great. So maybe we just actually just take the Baffling End, just because it's so much better than this. That we would just rather have the more powerful card this early in the draft. And again, we don't know if we're like blue-green or what yet. I just have there's just a natural bias to kind of go blue-green just because it's a supported tribe and supported color combination. So blue kind of seems open, so we can go for that. There's a Reckless Rage, but again, we already have several blue cards, so why take a red card when we can just take a blue card that's that is, I wouldn't say on the same power level. This is probably more powerful, but they're both removal spells, and you just really want to value removal spells in draft or in limited in general. Alright, so another Crashing Tide. So it kind of seems like blue is open. I don't really see much green though. So, I mean, I would probably take this had I taken like the Infest card, the whatever it is, Golden Demise. But I think we can just easily just take something like this. The other picks would be Evolving Wilds, this 2-drop, or this. I think we'll just take the Crashing Tide. I think we may be in blue-white, so maybe we should take the Companion, but it's okay right now. We'll just take this guy. It replaces itself because we get to draw a card, and it's just a good tempo spell. So again, it kind of looks like red is open, white is open. So as far as removal goes, we got 2 bounce spells and 1 aura. Actually, 2 auras. Let's just go with the Divine Verdict. Yeah, so red kind of seems open, and I think blue is really open, so I'm glad that we're in that. And it looks like white kind of may be open as well. In our first pack, we passed like a black-white vampire, black-red pirate, and a blue-white flyer. So I don't know if this is our pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think our next pack is the one that we get. So we'll see if we'll get the blue-white card back, but probably not. So how many Crashing Tides do we want? We already have 2. There's a Secrets of the Golden City. There's a 2-drop. We already have 2 Crashing Tides. I think I kind of want to take the 2-drop just because we need them. We need like 2-drops. There's going to be more, but we already had a couple Crashing Tides. We may get more removal. So I kind of want to just diversify our curve. This guy seems decent for us. A 4-mana 2/3 turns into a 3/4. Right? Yeah, 3/4. So that's cool. Looks like we may be on this like ascend thing, so we might want to look up to pick like pirate, the pirate of means or whatever it's called, sailor of means. So, alright, so now let's sort by converted mana cost. And we got a secret or a traveler's amulet. So, probably not going to play that. Removals here, here, or non-creature spells, I should say. Trying to think if I should take the secrets or this. Probably just that because it's early. We may get something that we want to splash. I don't know. I was kind of organizing my picks, so maybe I should have taken the 3 mana draw spell. Probably should have, but I was too busy organizing this stuff that I couldn't really think about it that well. So we didn't get the blue-white uncommon back. So that means someone else could be in our archetype, but it's not for sure. It's not a guarantee. And this is kind of a good pickup, though. It's kind of a... we're able to kind of defend it because we're in pack 4. We don't know if we're going to open like an insanely good like rare and in pack in this next pack, pack 2, that makes us like, you know, really wish we had something like that. So it's not like a wasted pick, like a bomb rare or something like that. Sea legs. So I think I'm glad that we're in blue. And we'll see what we can do there. We'll see what we can do with it. Alright, so Martyr of Dusk is pretty good. This thing's good. Man, it kind of sucks. So this is pack 2, so we're going to get passed from the opposite direction this time. Packs are going to the right, so we'll see more green during this pack, I think. Because that's just kind of how it goes a lot of times. Sometimes you see like the color that you didn't see during one of the packs, during the second pack, or vice versa, or something like that. We're just going the other way, so cards are getting picked in different orders. So we may see more green cards. There's a 2-drop. We could splash for something like this. As far as removal is concerned, I don't know if we're going to play these things yet. They are permanents. I like several cards in this pack. I like Martyr of Dusk, Kitesail Corsair, Bonus Hunger. This card I wish has green for it. Forerunner's decent. But I think we're just going to have to go with the 2-drop. Oops, I should have gotten the blue one too. Dang. Sorry, I'm kind of goofing around a little too much on these. Yeah, the other option was taking the rare and splashing for it. Now I like wish I kind of did, and we could run like a 3-color deck. But there's a Exultant Sky Marcher or a Kitesail Corsair. I wish I had another one instead of this card. This card's a decent card though. So it's between these 2 cards. Kind of have like to have the different body sizes a little bit, so I'm gonna value that here. And I think blue's pretty open, so we probably should be able to get more of those Kitesail Corsairs. And also this synergizes a little bit well with our Sanguine Glorifier. Gives us something to put a counter on, and then if we get another one of either of those, it's pretty decent. Again, here's one. There's another Crashing Tide. This. Kind of wish we had that instead of this. There's this, so I haven't played with it, but it seems pretty good. So it's essentially a 3-drop, right? If we can just attack with one of our guys. Okay, it's probably a lot better than some of these other cards for us. So I think I'm just going to go with that one right now. We'll try to get one of these 5 cards back. Deadeye Rig Hauler is pretty good for us. A 4-drop, which we don't want too many of, but it's just kind of what we want. We want to be able to attack, bounce their guys. It's a body and a spell, kind of all in one. Kind of looks like we're like going to be like a really tempo-oriented deck. So that'll be really good for us, which means we'll want to have we'll want to kind of prioritize 2-drops and 3-drops, so that so that we'll be able to make good use for these bounce spells and stuff. So it looks like we're going to be attacking like kind of in the air. So this is kind of a tough pick. You have the more powerful 3-drop, but then you have a 2-drop, which we want to get on the board of. We want to have probably like 6 of them, and this is going to help allow us punch in, enable cards like Raid, this Raid guy. So I think we take that over the second one of these guys. Maybe that's wrong. I think I'm just going to go with the 2-drop for now. I'd want to have a couple of those in my deck. And there's one of these, which is going to be pretty good. Again, like, had I taken the 3-drop there, I probably would have been bummed about taking another 3-drop. So just valuing the 2-drop there was, you know, again, it kind of paid off for us. We're taking this over like an Evolving Wilds and a Secrets of the Golden City. So yeah, that'll be good for us. If we can wheel that other Sanguine Glorifier, wheel as in like we get it back, or another one possibly, it makes this card a lot better. So we're kind of like in the archetype of like a blue white skies, that's what they call it, skies deck, and that's when we just have a bunch of blue and white creatures that attack in the air, in the sky perhaps. Alright, so I kind of want this. We have a Crashing Tide, which is good. It replaces itself. But this is a little cheaper. This is a really close call. I think I'm actually going to take the Crashing Tide, just because it replaces itself. I'll take this. We don't know if we'll play it. And there is value to having like a diversity of mana cost in your non-creature spells, especially if there's 2. This is pretty good for us. A good 2-drop. It's really generic, but it'll be fine for us. So this might be a good sideboard card, possibly a main deck card. We'll see. I don't think we got the other Glorifier. Someone's probably in. Look at Crashing Tide. Alright, how many is too many? There's another white card in there. I kind of should have looked at and maybe assessed that pick a little bit more, but I don't know. I was just excited about taking that Crashing Tide. So again, if at 3 mana we're just going to play Crashing Tide, then we definitely... I mean, look, we already have 5 2-drops, so that's good. I think we kind of want to maximize kind of some of the stuff we do around here. Sea Legs may get better with something like this. Running our creature, or pirates or whatever. And it just bumps toughness for our guys, right, if we want it. Or we can shrink one of their guys, as long as it's not a pirate. So we have so much tempo spells. 4 Crashing Tides, a Rig Hauler, attack in the air. Okay, well, red is pretty open. Again, this is a league, so we're not going to play with people in the same pod, so it doesn't really matter what we take here. If it wasn't a league and we were playing against people, you could counter draft or hate draft Mutiny. Oops, did it anyway. Just to kind of keep removal away from our opponents. So yeah, one of the things you could do too, like when you're in a draft, is like kind of look at what you may need in your deck. Like we're kind of good on like the removal type stuff. I mean, unless we're bouncing like a Ravenous Chupacabra. It's the creature that kills another creature when it comes into play. But maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't mind like a Pious Interdiction, 4-mana enchantment to remove a guy. So now I wish I had that other. I think 5 Crashing Tides might be a little too much, but I kind of want to play 4. I don't think that's making it our main deck. I don't know about this either. Some pros play it. I'm not sure if we should or not. But I really like our deck so far. Maybe just a more top end card. Like it'd be cool to get like an Air Elemental or what else? Pious Interdiction, Air Elemental. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this will make the deck for us. It probably will. We'll see what we get in our next pack. But yeah, I mean it does pump our guys. We didn't get any of those Squire's Devotions, the 3-mana enchantments. That gives our guy +1/+1 lifelink and then makes a guy. But we'll see. We'll see where we go with this. We wouldn't mind something, or like, I don't know, auras are okay just in general, because if they kill the creature, kind of lose that card. But, I don't know, we have a hexproof guy if we get to ascend, so maybe it's not the worst. Yeah, I think this is a decent deck. Maybe oh, you know what? This deck could use maybe like a cheap trick, like a +2/+2 or something. I'm sure we'll get one in our pack, but that can just like supplement some of our like attacks and stuff. We have 14 creatures, which is pretty decent. Usually around 15, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But yeah, we're looking really good already going into pack 3. We have like a decent deck already. Creature curve is decent. We have removal spells, so yeah. Didn't get there on our Jade Light Ranger. It's alright though. We have another Crashing Tide. So even if we had to play like this deck, we can probably play it like without our 3rd pack, because we just throw in like another Crashing Tide in this Pterodon, which may actually be alright in our deck. We only have 1 dinosaur to turn it on. At least that's a snake. 2. Oh, cool. So we have a white rare. We'll see what that does. 7-mana 3/3. Whenever it attacks other creatures you control, gain double strike until end of turn. So it is a 7-drop. I don't know how much we want a 7-drop. There's this guy that caught my eye. It's a 3/2, gain 4 life. It's not the biggest deal. There's a Sailor of Means, which could be kind of cool because it could like enable our Ascend, which I guess we have what this guy, this guy. But what's kind of cool about it is that it allows us to attack in the air and then kind of hold the ground. It like blocks very well. It's between that and I think this 2-drop. I don't think we want to take the 7-drop. I think I'll take the 2-drop. I kind of want to just get us there on that. And that's a decent one. But yeah, one of those 2 cards. I don't think we want the 7-drop. So Paladin of the Bloodstain's pretty good. This is a good card. There's a lot of good cards in this pack, actually. Conquistador, it was pretty late in the draft to like try to get the 3, and plus I'm the big fan of them unless you're in like black-white vampires and put counters on them, or and have like a +1/+1 by your uncommon dude. So this is pretty good against Explorer. Like I think I would have taken this over, and it's like what I talked about with the Sailor Mage. It's defensive. It's good against Explorer and stuff like that. Or that or Paladin the Bloodstained. You could replace this, but I kind of like that with these guys. I think I just take the 2-drop. Can't be blocked. Don't really have that many merfolk. I think I can just go with that. The Looter's also probably the better card, actually. Let's just go with that. Sorry guys, I'm like all over the place with that one. Punished. This could be good for us. We have flyers that I can attach to. And these actually happen to be pirates. So we can turn 2 like this. Turn 3 this. And then look at this guy. He's a pirate too. That guy's a pirate. Is this a pirate? Yeah, it's a pirate. What about our... Okay, even our hexproof guy's a pirate. So this is a really good pickup for us. We take that over... Not much that we need. This would have been a good card, but we have one, and we just have a ton of 2-drops, which is fine. So this is a great card for us. We wanted something to like augment some of our creatures, give us a little bit more power, and that would definitely do it. And the thing about all these Crashing Tides too is that they just replace themselves, so they're not the worst. And again, since we have so many of them, that kind of lets us or makes us value or kind of like 2-drops a little more highly, just because it we can play them on turn 2, play this on turn 3, turn 4, maybe 2-2-drops or a 3-drop. So this is interesting. We can't really abuse that. Yeah, we have a Send, but we don't have any like the black. We're not in black-white, so we can't really... these are just kind of... They're always going to be 1/1s. They're likely always going to be 1/1s. Yeah, you can pump it here, but it's not... I don't think it's that decent. A 2-drop again. We don't actually have them. We don't have any merfolk, I don't think. So that's just going to be that size. Maybe it's Rallying Roar. Maybe it's good to just have like that pump effect. It's between that and this and Prosperous Pirates. I think we just take the trick. We were kind of thinking about having one, but let's just go with that. Maybe I should have taken the Pirates. I don't even know if I want to start this. So okay, so check this out. We have a 3-drop, which could be decent, right? Or we have this guy, which gives us a little bit more top end, which we may want. But if we're kind of a tempo deck, then we might be alright. Like kind of just playing like our little guys, bouncing their guys, attacking. It's funny too, because at FNM recently at Kingslayer, I had a choice between like this card and some other card, and I was like, Talking to my friend later that night, I was like, yeah, maybe I should have taken this card just to kind of diversify like some of the mana, some of the cards. So I think I guess I'm taking it. I think I should have taken the 3-drop though in that situation. Again, because it really fits with what we're trying to do. So now it's kind of the point where, well, in the draft where, we're not going to really benefit from that. I don't know if we'll play that. I don't think so. We're drawing cards off our tides. My friend taught me, friend Alan, he taught me pretty much kind of when there's a close pick like this, that sometimes it's better to just take the bad sideboard card, because it could be like, essentially because it could be really good against certain matchups. Like especially like this, like what if they have like an insane card that you just don't really know how to deal with, right? So this will be, a great answer potentially for that. So I think I'll take that. So I think I was off. Maybe I should have taken the other card over this, and then the sorcery, draw 3, draw 2 or 3 with that one. Okay, so there's this. I don't think we'd play it. There's a run aground, which is decent. Maybe it's better than something like Divine Verdict. I think I like that actually a little bit more than Divine Verdict. I don't think I want Opt. This doesn't do that much for us. I like this too because if you're ahead, or you can kind of remove their guy before combat. So whereas this, like they might get a block in and save themselves from taking some damage. So there's another one. There's this, but we only have like what, 1, 2 dinosaurs, so we can't really benefit from that. Yeah, this is a good card, but we're not in red. Again, red is just open for days. I think we just take that anyway. I don't really have any dinosaurs to abuse that 4/3 with. Now I kind of wish I had that 3-drop over this, but we'll see. Well, we have a 3-drop, but definitely, I mean, not something that we want to play. Sure. This is a good card. This is a good card. Yeah. If it was, yeah, again, if it was like intrapod play, maybe you'd take one of those 2 cards that I pointed out. Oh, look at, there we go. So now that we have 2, I don't know if I still don't even know if I want to play it. I don't really do much with them. It's just like kind of like a 3-mana 2/2. Yeah, this can put a counter on it, but I have these guys that I'd rather put counters on it instead. And I already have such a high playable count. I think at this point just run the other Crashing Tide. Oh man. Let's do that. Do I even want Water Down at this point? Yeah, I don't know. I think we take this out. It's a little defensive for us, and we can't really attack with it that well. How many water Crashing Tides is too many? I don't think we want the other one of these. I think we just play something like that. But we'll let some of the other players take some of those cool cards. So we have 2 ways to like actually get their guys off the table, but then yeah, again, it just must be. Maybe I don't play 5 of those. Maybe I play like a Divine Verdict over one because, like, again, what if they have like crazy like enters the battlefield effects? We'll give our opponents some stronger decks. I see like LSV do that stuff a lot. Oops, never mind. I was gonna take the mountain, but yeah, I think he said something about like that so that there could be more fun in the world. All right. Yeah, so this is kind of weird. I haven't really been in a position where I have like 5 of these cards. I kind of wish I had the 3-drop, but that's fine. Just having an evasive threat is okay. And it is a merfolk too, so it makes our Crashing Tides a little bit better. So we can play 16 lands, which is fine because we only have 1 5-drop. Some 4-drops, but that's okay. I think actually, I don't know what's better, Sun Sentinel or this guy, because it seems like we're going to be able to attack. And I'm glad that I got at least our 2nd Kite Sail Corsair. because it would have sucked to have seen a bunch of them and only had one. So I'm glad I kind of prioritized that a little more highly. So, what am I thinking? Alright. So these guys can attack in for a lot. So again, this guy's essentially a 3. We're going to do a lot on turn 3. We're going to do a lot of bouncing on turn 3. What's better, Water Knot or Crashing Tide? I think I like having this though, like again, in the case that we just play against opponents that play creatures that we don't want to have their enters the battlefield triggers re-trigger. Okay. So Rallying Roar is a consideration. Sea Legs pumps the toughness of our Corsairs. This guy. So I guess maybe against the Infest card, the Golden Demise, it's really good for us to have access to that in like sideboarded games. I guess that helps us keep attacking though too, right? We have the option to the Conquistadors. On this guy. I think I like it. I think I like just loading up on our 2-drops so that we can play Crashing Tide on 3. There's this. Maybe having another looter would be good instead of something else. I think it's alright. We have a Cutlass too to supplement. Alright, flying attackers. We have removal. A decent curve. 16 lands is fine. Again, we're not playing like multiple 5s or 6s. 16 creatures is decent. So yeah, let's add some lands. In real life, I actually kind of count usually. It says 7 and 9. We have 4 2-drops in white. So maybe we go down to 8 and 8. Let me see here. And in real life, I usually, where is it? Kind of count like the mana symbols too. And also like when they're gonna get played. Like yeah, well, I guess maybe that's why they wanted to kind of split it 9-7 because, well no, I think it said it said like 9 islands and 7 planes, but it's hard to have 7 planes and get like double white on turn 3, so I think it's good that we had that. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so there's like a lot more blue mana symbols and stuff. But again, we have these, so I think I like having an equal amount just because of like we have more 2-drops, so we want to have a plains by turn 2, and then we have the double white on turn 3. So I think I like adding the plains to our deck over the island, like as it suggested. This could be a consideration for a deck, but again, we're kind of like a card like this is really good because it can kind of block a lot of stuff, and it can, like if there's a stalemate, if there's a lot of creatures on the board and they can't really attack, this helps attack and just kind of clock your opponent for like 2 a turn. Clock your opponent at 2 a turn, at least. But we're already kind of doing that already with our flyers and stuff. I think our deck is decent. I'm just trying to think we want to sideboard something like, again, like I said, maybe the counterspell or this. Maybe the run of grounds I'm missing and I should have those in there. I'm not sure. A divine verdict. Let's just run it like this. Alright guys, let's go into round one.